G'day world and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications and outdoor stuff with knives. And I used the knife to make this belt. Okay. It looks like this. It's got a few holes in it. It's got a round end. It's a solid piece of leather. And at the back it says Stuff We Do 2021 with some bad stitching. Okay. If you want to see how I made this beauty, come along. Here I'm looking at belts that I have, all kinds of horrible things, but this one, the buckle seems to be the best. And then here I am looking at my favorite belt. Let me just get it unrolled. This is what the buckle on this looks like. And then somewhere on it, it's nice and soft and wonderful. And then somewhere on it, it says extra large. What does that say? Wipe with a damp cloth only, made in South Africa, genuine leather. I'm going to try to make another belt like this. I've never made a belt that I will actually wear. I have my old Stanley. Look at the rust where the little tip doesn't cover. And then a piece of leather with a bent piece of wood so I can cut it straight. Okay, I'll bring you back once I've cut this thing. Okay, over here I wetted the belt and I clamped it in here. It looks like this. Okay, so now I have to, I don't know, cut holes and get the thing in there. And there's the buckle that I love, and there's the buckle I cut off, an old buckle. Yeah, now I have to put it together. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to take a punch. Now I made two little cuts over there. I want the punch that's about, I don't know, the same radius, so when I punch it out, it doesn't end in weird straights. So let's see, that one might be a bit small. This one looks maybe a bit better. Let's see. Okay, now my dogs are freaking out. I should never do projects without my spectacles because things get extremely wonky when I do not wear my spectacles. Sorry about the dogs. That thing's not cut completely through. Okay, so I have to clean up that hole now. It looks skew, I know, but it will look better in a little bit. Okay, and then once I have that thing through there, I must put in my little, I must put in my little loop. This is the fork with the straightest tines I could find. Mark my little spaces, drill them out, sew it together, punch a few holes, round off my end, and sand the whole thing. Okay, so I will take you along for the rest. Okay, so I quickly sewed this thing together, okay, to make a little loop. It was quite difficult getting in there. Okay, so now I have to put this thing on like this. And then where's my buckle? Okay, this thing must lay on top. And then it should go something like this. Okay, now that thing is going to go over there. Okay, can you see all of this? Okay, so that thing is going over that, like that, and then we should have a functional buckle. Okay, that's the mark from the vise. Okay, so I must make 2 lines. Yeah, make 2 lines, and then use my fork to press little divots where I can sew it. This one must be quite close, I think pretty much under that. And then this one can be somewhere towards the end of that second piece, somewhere around there. And then this thing can be free floating in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then we will go drill. Okay, and now we get to the most tedious part of this whole game, the sewing part. And I drilled my holes quite skew. If you're gonna see that, please don't say that, because I did that. Okay, to do a saddle stitch, you need 2 needles. And you really need to wear your spectacles, because doing all of this by feel is quite difficult. There we go. Let's do this back side first. Okay, get it through both holes. Pull it till it's taut, and then we start from both sides. And as you go, you should not do that. And as you go through, then you take this one and you go through the same hole. Try not to stab through your string. It will make weird little things, almost like this, happen. Did I unscrew it now there? Yes, I kind of did. Okay, pull it tight. Go through the hole. Come back. Go through the hole again. Go through the hole. Come back. Go through the hole again. And then for good measure, you can go through the last few holes a few more times, just to get the stuff extremely tight. Okay, then I normally like to make a little knot, but now I'm fighting the belt because it's trying to run away, and I'm fighting myself. Okay, cut these things off. Get a lighter, bend them, smash them, and Bob's your uncle. We're done. Okay, it looks horrible, but it will look better when I'm done, I promise. Okay, now it's these lot. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna dubbin this thing, but before we do that, okay, so it looks like that. At the back, I just did a Stuff We Do 2021, and then I only punched a few holes, the ones that my body will need, and then I rounded off the tip. Nothing is really, well, nothing is burnished. Everything is just quickly sanded, but it should be a nice functional belt. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, and the stitches that were very white, I just added some, what do you call this stuff? Coffee. I just, well, mushed in there. It was either that or dirt. So I'm gonna rub this thing now for a while, and I'm gonna consider this done. Hope you like this quick little video. Stay safe, happy, and have a good one. Goodbye.